Hey everybody and welcome back to the channel. Johnny Jett here with another episode of Fire Promoter Complete. And guys, last time I made a big promise and I mean to keep it. A new stable will be debuting this episode. But first let's go and look back at what happened last time on Fire Promoter. We had a really big event. We were supposed to have two visitors, I do believe. One of them did no-show us, so David Houston didn't get to defend one of his junior heavyweight titles, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's not that big of a deal. We made a lot of money off of it, made like $200,000 off of it. Humble brag. So let's just go through the card a little bit here. Fernando Diaz had a really good showing, beating the visiting Adam Davis in the opening bout. Jeff Jarrett made his debut teaming with Marty Scurll, and they were victorious over Thomas Walker and Koichiro Togashi. Jarrett, I believe, got the fall on that one. Did beat Togashi. I'm pretty sure it was Jarrett over Togashi. Hana Kimura got a big win over Bill Bullock. Well, as big as a win over Bill Bullock can be. The Dark Knight beat the Knight of Despair. Hiro Mikami lost to Taka Yakiryu. Kagami emerged victorious against Matt Robinson. This would have been setting up another Matt Robinson title attempt, as he would have been pursuing the Pro Wrestling Ace Heavyweight Championship, currently held by Kagami, but we're sticking to the big, strong building of Kagami here. So Kagami remains victorious. We'll have to find something else for Matt Robinson. Jack Howard, the reigning Super Lucha Heavyweight Champion, he won that 2 months ago at our cross-promotion event. He beat Sergio Perez, who was seeking the title. This was not a title match. Neither of these were title matches. Neither one of these were title matches. But Jack Howard beat Perez, meaning that Perez won't get a chance to challenge for the Super Lucha title. This is good for Jack. It builds Jack back up, and we're trying to get Jack over as a top face again. So that's great stuff. I'm pretty good with Jack and Kagami both being victorious here. That's solid. That's fine with me. We did have a tag team match between the reigning tag team champions B. Priestley and Paul Collins taking on the challengers Ric Flair and Kenny Omega. Now, Rick and Kenny did lose. B. Priestley did get the win over Kenny Omega. We're going to follow that up this program. But let's just say that Rick and Kenny may not be alone going forward. Now, in our main event, Daniel Gonzalez challenged for the New Century Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship against Mickey Williams. Williams emerged victorious. Gonzalez had a heck of a showing. A lot of heart in Daniel Gonzalez, but he just was not able to get the win over Mickey Williams. Now, what you didn't see was what happened post-show. See, as it so happens, when Mickey Williams was celebrating his victory, B. Priestley and Paul Collins came out to celebrate with him. They're all in the same general faction. They've all been associating for around a year now. However, after the show, when the lights went out, that celebration was interrupted by a brand new faction debuting who have history with all three of those individuals. I speak, of course, of the Four Horsemen, led by Ric Flair and consisting of Ric Flair, Kenny Omega, Jeff Jarrett, and Marty Scurll. Scurll has left Pro Wrestling Ace to become the Fourth Horseman, and that's going to be the storyline going forward. The Four Horsemen have arrived in Grenade Pro Wrestling, and they will be seeking the championships of the company going forward. And we're going to see how that goes, because we're going to be booking very quickly here. I'm going to starting it out hot. I don't think I want to do a title match, but I do want to do a big six-man. I'm going to do a big six-man. 4 of the Horsemen versus the champions, basically. And let's see. which of the horsemen am I going to put in here? I got to put Flair in there. Flair's got to be the lead horseman. I'm thinking Flair, Jarrett, and I'm thinking Flair, Jarrett, and Kenny. And they're going to be taking on Mickey Williams, B. Priestley, and Paul Collins. Well, no, I don't want... I'm going to have to switch out... let's say... Let's say Jarrett. I'll switch out Jarrett, and I'll put Kenny Omega in there. Or actually, you know what? Better, let's switch out Skrull. I'll put Kenny Omega in the main event here. Yeah, because he's got Kenny has a brewing feud with B. Priestley, so that'll be good. So, yes, we're going to be doing that main event. That'll be fun. Semi-main, Marty Scurll is going to be having to prove his place in the Four Horsemen. He's a probationary member at this time, but he's going to have to get himself a big win here. So I'm going to put Marty Scurll up against, let's say, Marty Scurll and Fernando Diaz could be good. That could be a good little match. That could be good. But I think the better thing would be that's a good gimmick. Steve Corino wants to be one of the Horsemen. And he's also mad at Marty Scurll for leaving Pro Wrestling Ace to join the Horsemen. So Scurll and Corino are going to be feuding. That's solid. That's good. I like that. And let's see here. Who else do we have? Big. Well, we got a lot of big names, but let's go with... We got to put Jack Howard close to the top of the card. Jack Howard versus... I don't want to do that. I don't want to do Gonzalez versus Howard. But I could do Kiryu versus Howard. That could be good. And we'll do... Let's say... Let's go with Kagami versus... let's say... Kagami versus... Kagami and Gonzalez could be good. That could be solid. Oh, he should be on the other side over here. We'll do Matt Robinson. I'll move them down a little bit more. Because I want Matt Robinson up higher on the card. He's a bigger name. So Matt Robinson. Well, that feud is ongoing. So, you know what? Matt Robinson, Hana Kimura. And let's say... I don't know about that. Fernando Diaz and Sergio Perez could be a good one. That could be solid. Fernando really getting a just bumped way up the card here. I feel alright about that, though. Let's see, who do we have? We got the Batman, we got Bill Bullock. There's still stuff we can do here. Let's go with Houston versus Mikami. Which I think should be a good little match there. We'll go with Walker versus Bullock as a little throwaway nothing match. That'll be fine. That's fine. And we'll go... Oh, we have an odd number of people because everybody's back now. Let's see. Jeff Bryan's going to get a night off as... He's going to get a night off because Batman beat the hell out of him. So, I'm going to go with... Actually, switch that around a little bit. Doesn't make any difference, really, huh? Yeah, the Batman's in the opening contest here against Thomas Walker, Bill Bullock versus Togashi. We might swap that around. It doesn't actually make a difference numerically, but yeah, I feel alright about that. And we could do this and make a fair bit of money, but maybe I drop this down. Let's see if we can run like a medium haul, and let's see if we can crank up the... We can't run a medium haul like that. Let's see. Let's look over here. That's 3,000. We can't draw 10,000 people on 20 or on 40 a month, huh? On 40 a ticket, I mean. I don't know what I'm saying. But I could do this, and that's going to be worth a lot of money. That would be like... That's worth like a fair bit of money. And could I draw 6? I could. I could do it with 60, so... Like that's $300,000, right? So... Yeah, I think that's the move. I think that's the move. So we'll do that. Okay. So, we've got some pretty good matches here. Once you get out of the lower card, we've got David Houston versus Hiro Mikami. The winner of this is going to eventually be in the contention for the junior heavyweight title held by B. Priestley. So that's going to be exciting. We've got a burgeoning feud here between Corono and Marty Scurll. I'm going to move them up the card one spot here. Yeah, I'm going to move them because that's going to actually be like a feud. I like the idea of we might actually slot Fernando Diaz into the feud we wanted for Daniel Gonzalez against Sergio Perez, because I'm really wanting a star-making feud for Sergio. But I wouldn't be mad if Fernando got really over, so that'd be fine too. Steve Corino is mad that Marty Scurll left Pro Wrestling Ace to join the Horsemen, even as a probationary member. Steve Corino really badly wants to be one of the Horsemen, so he's actually challenging Marty Scurll secretly for his spot in the Horsemen. He's pursuing that, and he's hoping that by beating down Marty Scurll, he'll get the attention of Flair and the other Horsemen so that he can become one of the Horsemen. Of course, the leader of Pro Wrestling Ace in Grenade Pro Wrestling, Matt Robinson, taking on Hana Kimura. This should be just a good match, and Matt Robinson, this continues his pursuit of the Pro Wrestling Ace Heavyweight Championship, held by Kagami. Meanwhile, Daniel Gonzalez, who was just last show pursuing and challenging for the New Century Pro Wrestling Heavyweight title, and who is one of our new aces, he is challenging Kagami, who is another one of the new aces, and the current holder of the Pro Wrestling Ace Heavyweight title, as I've just said. So this will be potentially a good feud going forward. Then we've got Takaya Kiryu taking on Jack Howard. Kiryu might be going after the Super Lucha Heavyweight title held by Jack Howard right now. So that'd be a good little feud right there. And before anything, I want to make sure Tornado is off, because wow, Tornado's rough. And I want them all to enter as a team. So that should be better like that. Yeah, I feel good about these rules. And I feel good about this card. In the main event, of course, Mickey Williams, B. Priestley, and Paul Collins will be taking on 3 of the 4 horsemen, Ric Flair, Kenny Omega, and Jeff Jarrett. What a combination. So I feel good about this card, and I'm going to go ahead and confirm it, and then I'll do all the little management-y stuff. Oh wow, we're gonna have to do a lot of little management-y stuff here, but that's fine. We can afford to do it, and we'll make the money back. So let's see. Get rid of those masks. Busted and old. We don't need them. We'll sell a bunch. I'm gonna have to start doing this a little bit more frugally, because we're throwing away a lot of our stock. I'm going to start doing it a little bit more like that. So, a lot of new releases. People should be way hype about those. I feel generally pretty good there. I'm going to go ahead and repair that balance ball up to normal. And we're going to make a contract offer. Let's see who we'll make the offer to. Over here in the U.S., who do we got? The Johnson brothers, of course, Steele and Albert. But You have a title belt, I see. And I want title belts. Very, very much I do. But you're a stoic, so you're a shooter. You're not going to come work for me. Who might come work for me? You know, should I just go ahead and try for Triple H? Just see if Triple H will work for us. He'd be showing up next show. He wouldn't be showing up this show. But you think I should... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to see if noted mixed martial artist Triple H will show up if I offer him $100,000. Nope. Okay, well, I tried. I don't think I've ever offered Triple H a contract on here, so why not? Maybe we could have Evolution and the Four Horsemen going at the same time. Who knows? I feel generally pretty good about all of this. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's do the damn thing. Let's go through March. Alright, here we go. Bill Bullock versus Koichiro Togashi starting the show. Packed house. It doesn't matter who wins this. Togashi, sure. Yeah, he's the one I would expect to. I'm really expecting Batman to get a win over the Brilliant Devil, but hey, maybe Thomas Walker can think his way through. Maybe he's the bane of this company, who knows? He can outthink Batman. Nope, he can't. Green Suit Batman beats Thomas Walker. Solid. We got David Houston versus Hiro Mikami. Two big junior heavyweight names. Potential junior heavyweight title implications between these two. Hiro Mikami, I think, has historically always beaten David Houston. So we'll see how it goes now for Houston. I'm wanting Houston. Hiro Mikami gets another win over David Houston. I want David Houston to get a win over Hiro Mikami real bad. But it's just not in the cards, I guess. Sergio Perez versus Fernando Diaz. Okay, wins it with a leverage pin, does the face, huh? The baby face wins with a flash pin, okay. Alright, Horseman implications here. Steve Corino versus Marty Scurll. Former stablemates in Pro Wrestling Ace. Let's see how this goes. Oh, big win here for Steve Corino. Alright, we're going to keep that feud going. I like that a lot. Marty Scurll is going to have a lot of fun stuff against all of the Pro Wrestling Ace guys. So that's going to be a fun little heel versus heel thing there. Robinson versus Hana Kimura. This continues, as I've said, Robinson's feud with the Tokyo Cyber Squad. It doesn't really matter who wins this one particularly, but yeah, that's who I would have wanted to. But all right, good. These are really good matches as we get into the main event scene here. Gonzalez versus Kagami. If Gonzalez wins, he'll be in line for a shot at the Pro Wrestling Ace Heavyweight title. I wouldn't be mad if either of these guys won. Okay, that's fine with me. I'm good with Kagami winning on that one. And we'll bump Gonzalez down the card just a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. And that'll be fine. Kiryu versus Howard. I know they've matched up before. I don't know how often, though. But Jack Howard, Super Lucha Champion. We want him to win this because we're building him up. But if Kiryu wins, it's not the end of the world. Okay, that's fine. So that means that Kiryu gets a Super Lucha title shot. Okay, that's fine. So we don't have a real solid challenger for Kagami right now, but we do have a good match between Jack Howard and Takaya Kiryu on the horizon. But right now, we've got the payoff for last month's beatdown, post-show beatdown, between the Horsemen and three members of the Jet Set. And here they are making their way to the ring right now. The three individuals who hold all the gold in Grenade Pro Wrestling. That is all of the gold native to Grenade Pro Wrestling. You see there Paul Collins, B. Priestley, your tag team champions, followed by Actual Cannibal, Grenade Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion Mickey Williams. Now, for over a year now, those three have been training together. A newer faction, however, emerged at the end of last month. And you see them making their way to the ring right now. Kenny Omega, Jeff Jarrett, and the Nature Boy Ric Flair. They are the Four Horsemen. At least three of those Four Horsemen. And now, bragging rights on the line, pride on the line, Mickey Williams and Ric Flair squaring off. The dirtiest player in the game and the dirtiest wrestler in Grenade Pro Wrestling in one ring. Manhattan drop there from Williams. Williams whipped into the ropes by Flair, knee to the chest and then a foot to the groin by Williams to Flair. Flair retreating into his corner, tags in the cleaner. Big double team brain buster there on Williams. They lock up. Hammer fist by Williams. Williams not where he wants to be here, over in the enemy corner. Tie up, a double team attempt here, but Kenny able to fight his way out of it. Locks up with Collins. Collins, a former junior heavyweight champion, the reigning, one half of the reigning tag team champions. And you know, Priestley and Collins got a win over Williams and Hiro Mikami en route to obtaining those tag team titles. You have to wonder if there's a little bit of friction between the blue corner over there. That is to say, the corner that is blue and not the faction that is all wearing blue. Jeff Jarrett in the ring now, working on the legs of Paul Collins. Collins looked like he was trying to tag out there. Smart wrestling by Jarrett, cutting the man off before he was able to. Now let's see if Jarrett can get him away from his friendly corner there and maybe back over to the Horseman side. Nope. Collins able to tag out to Priestley, his tag team partner, but Jarrett able to evade a double team attempt there from both of those individuals. Into the ropes goes Priestley. Jarrett now crossbody. High crossbody covers him. No, one. Not able to get a 2 count there. Now trading blows are Priestley and Jarrett. Jarrett now in his second match here in Grenade Pro Wrestling. And Priestley with a victory, a pinfall victory over Kenny Omega. Yeah, I have to think there's some bad blood between them. Kenny probably having a score to settle. And of course, this all started when the Horsemen attacked these three individuals at the end of last month's pay-per-view while they were celebrating a title retention from Mickey Williams. You know, over the last year, we've seen Mickey Williams really take B. Priestley and Paul Collins under his wing and really start to teach them the ways of Williams. B. Priestley squaring off now with the Nature Boy. Headlock there from Ric Flair. Flair working on the legs of B. Priestley. Smart wrestling from Flair, wearing her down, preparing her for that notorious figure 4 leg lock. Priestley tags right back out to Williams. Williams now getting a chop to the chest there from Ric Flair, and Priestley ate that one. Big brain buster attempt there from Flair, but no. Williams able to evade it, rolls him up now after that low blow, but Flair able to kick out before even a 1 count there. Retreats and tags in the cleaner. The cleaner now fighting for his life against Mickey Williams, and Flair not really taking it back out of the ring here. He's supposed to be back on the apron. Referee making sure he gets out of the ring there. Really overstaying his welcome there was Ric Flair. Trading kicks are Kenny and Williams. Low blow from Williams, rolls over now, but not in friendly territory. Only gets a 1 count there. Kenny tags out to Jeff Jarrett. Great tag team continuity between the Four Horsemen. And of course, earlier tonight you saw Marty Scurll, a probationary member of the Four Horsemen, taking on his former stablemate Steve Corino in that fantastic contest. Corino did get a victory over Marty Scurll. And now you see the underhanded tactics of Williams as he's forced Jeff Jarrett to bleed, retreats to his corner. Both men tagging out now. Grapple, double drop kick on Double J. And now Flair busted wide open. Hunks taken out of his flesh by Mickey Williams. The sharpened teeth of Mickey Williams. Paul Collins has proven himself to be a deadly, dangerous competitor in recent months. But let's see if he's got what it takes to beat the legendary Nature Boy Ric Flair as these two square off now. Nice body blows from Collins here. Collins now just really trying to open up the Nature Boy, turn that blonde hair red. You see two of the three horsemen there bleeding profusely already. And both of those from attacks by Williams. Collins now on the offense against Kenny Omega. Side heel hook here from Paul Collins, trying to injure the ligaments of Kenny Omega. Big brain buster stalling on Kenny Omega there. Puts him onto the mat. Drags his man away from the ropes and just starts punching him. Both horsemen now in the ring working on Collins. Oh, it's all the Collins fighting all the horsemen by himself right now. Rear naked choke. B. Priestley in the ring making sure the horsemen can't break it up. Kenny Omega able to regain control, pulls Collins into his corner, but now Collins back to his feet, retreating. Ric Flair tagged in the legal man. Legal men now are Ric Flair and Mickey Williams. Williams and Flair squaring off as Kenny Omega applies the figure four to Paul Collins. You have to wonder how Ric Flair feels about 2/3 of his fellow stablemates using the figure four. Perhaps Ric Flair is passing that on to these men, to Jeff Jarrett and to Kenny Omega. Really taking the leadership and mentor role as Ric Flair, but right now taking a beating to Mickey Williams rather. And now B. Priestley in for the save, twisting the neck of the Nature Boy. A tag out to Jeff Jarrett now. Flair trying to buy himself some time, but staying in the ring, wanting to work on Mickey Williams a bit more, but Masked Ref does force the break. His allegiance still unknown. Figure four applied by Double J. And now it's starting to break down. The Horsemen are all in the ring. Kenny and Flair with that big double team. And it's broken down now. It's starting to break down. Masked Ref really starting to regain control, but for a second there it was just pandemonium. And you see the disrespect of Paul Collins grinding the face of Jeff Jarrett into the apron, or rather into the canvas there. And things have just really broken down. I'm having a hard time following the action here, as members of both teams just brawling in the ring. I don't know who the legal people are anymore. I think it's Paul Collins and Jeff Jarrett, but I can't be sure. Everybody's been in the ring in the last few minutes. Kenny Omega, the legal man now. Double brainbuster sends Collins spilling to the outside. Kenny went for a dive, but no, got distracted by Priestley. Oh, Jarrett has a baseball bat. I'm going to pretend that's a guitar. Jarrett and Flair working on Paul Collins out there. Kenny Omega with that big brain buster. Collins and Omega, the legal man, I say, as he tags out to Ric Flair. Double drop kick there on Kenny Omega. I believe B. Priestley, the legal woman now on her team. But Flair may not know that. Rolls up Collins. He's not sure who the legal person is. It's kind of hard to tell. So much has been going on, and man, so much blood has been flowing B. Priestley, certainly one of the most dangerous active roster members here in Grenade Pro Wrestling. She's proven herself in recent months, winning the junior heavyweight and tag team titles in back-to-back months, I do believe. And now covered by Flair. 1, 2, this could be it. No! Priestley able to get out of that one. Imagine if B. Priestley was able to get a win over Kenny Omega and Ric Flair back-to-back. Anything's possible, and, you know, B. Priestley with this big blade kick here, twisting the head of Ric Flair, but no, Kenny Omega able to make the save at the last second there. Flair might have been forced to submit. Referee might have stopped it. Face buster there from Kenny. Jarrett now the legal man. Williams tagged in. Double drop kick on the Nature Boy. Jarrett trying to clean house here, beating up both members of the opposing team here at once as he faces off with Mickey Williams. Dragging Williams away from the friendly turnbuckle there. Friendly corner. And now a big scoop and a slam there. Sidewalk slam by Mickey Williams on Jeff Jarrett. Shades of the Big Boss Man. Picks up Williams, does Jarrett into the ropes. Jarrett goes, and a Manhattan drop for his trouble center of the ring, and the stroke! There it is! But no, Mickey Williams says, I'm the only one with stroke around here, slap nuts! Jarrett picks his man back up, maybe going for that stroke again, but no, Carolyn lift for his troubles there, as the blood of Jeff Jarrett stains the ring canvas. Jarrett and Priestley, the legal people now, rolls her up, but no, too close to the ropes, and now all three members, well, nope, just Collins and Priestley now. The stroke on Collins, though. Jarrett tags out to the cleaner. Big buzzsaw kick for his troubles there, as now Kenny squares off with Priestley. Double underhook. Oh! Double underhook. Piledriver standing shooting star press. 1, 2. This could be it. No. As everybody files into the ring. Double suplex there on Collins. And now Priestley at the mercy of Kenny Omega in Horseman Country. Big exploder there from B. Priestley. A desperation throw on Kenny Omega. Retreats, tags in Paul Collins. Now everybody fighting Kenny Omega. And Collins starts to take a bite out of the cleaner. All the horsemen bleeding. The stroke on Mickey Williams. The punches to Kenny Omega. Violence at its finest here in Grenade Pro Wrestling. Overhand punch on Omega. That could be it. Collins just going for damage. You know, the Horsemen don't have the weapons they used last month. Jesus, with that back fist. Kenny tagging out to Flair. Collins on Dream Street here, but able to fight off both Flair and Omega. Now punching the face of Kenny Omega. Ric Flair got him up. Big knee breaker from Flair, setting him up for the figure four. It would be usually, but no, not this time. Big double drop kick, super kick, ankle lock. I've just got to call what I see, I guess, at this point. Oh, Flair's holding Paul Collins very patiently, waiting for someone to do something. But no one does anything. Oh, figure four from Flair. That's it, oh my God. He beat Paul Collins with the figure four. What a match. Oh my God. What a match. Yeah. You know what? You know what? Yeah. You know what? Yeah. That was one of the best matches we've ever promoted. I will say that. And that's great. That's awesome. That's a good debut. That's a good match debut for the Horsemen. It really sets up the tag titles feud. It gets Jarrett over. It keeps everybody involved strong. That was a perfect contest there. That was great. 5 stars would have been 6. No Spike Dome. And Hero joined DFW. Oh, Batman wants more money. You're a billionaire. You are the richest of rich people. Okay, Jack Howard deserves more money. Oh, hey, and then we sold more DVDs. That's nice. I will go ahead and I'll give Jack more money for sure, but I'll give Jack a bare minimum for right now. Batman doesn't need more money. Batman is a rich person. He does not need more money. So I'm not going to give him any more. That's straight up. That's for shoot. He doesn't need more. He's rich outside of wrestling. He doesn't need it. And it's kind of galling that he would request it. I want his title. I very badly do want his title, but I want to see who signed to DFW. Oh, okay. All right. Hiro Kurosaki. I think he has a tag title. Oh, he just won a tag title. Okay. So, all right. That's cool. Sure. Good for them. I'm glad for them. But yeah, so I don't know. We'll look and see if there's somebody else we want. But we'll do that next time. If you guys are enjoying the show, I know I am. I'm having a really good time. We got the Horsemen now. We're building up to some really good stuff in the future. We've got Horsemen versus basically everybody, but mainly going for the titles. We've got Jack Howard getting back on top. We've still got the rise of Kagami and Gonzalez and that whole crew. I feel like we've got a pretty strong roster. We've got a pretty strong direction right now. So if you guys are having a good time, do the YouTube stuff, and we'll be back very soon with another episode of Fire Promoter Complete. Bye for now.